Pickaxe.
Hello and welcome to Ye Old Movie Podcast, aka YOMP. I am Simon the Honeydew Diggy Old Man Lane, famous YouTuber back in the day, occasional streamer, philanthropist, kind of, great guy all around, kind of thing. And I am joined by, I need to do you a proper intro. I am joined by G-Star. She is a lovely lady.
What's going on into him today?
I don't know.
G-Star.
He's very hyper. Hello, my name is G, also known as G-Star Games. I am one of your co-hosts, co-people, co-person on this wonderful podcast about movies. I'm not going to give a resume about my credentials because can't be asked for that.
Don't have any.
Don't have any credentials.
All-girls grammar school.
Yeah.
She got a 2-1 in English literature and journalism.
That's right. That's me.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Me and Simon both dropped out of the same sort of course. Astrophysics.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fine. It's fine.
Oh, and who's that? Who's that other voice I hear?
I'm Sophie. I don't need an introduction because I'm just hanging out, having a great little time. I'm also known as Booth.
Yeah, that's true.
I need no introduction.
She doesn't need an introduction.
I love it when people say, like, when they introduce someone, they say, and next, my guest is someone who needs no introduction, but then they go ahead and introduce the person anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, I want somebody to say, here's someone who needs no introduction, and I just kind of barge in.
We need to do that next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, Booth.
The weekend.
Well, you didn't do
The
it properly.
I don't
What do you mean?
You didn't say who needs no introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen and others, here is a woman who needs no introduction.
Thank you very much.
I don't even say her name.
No.
She doesn't need an introduction.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
Before we begin, I have a formal YouTuber-style apology to make to G-Star Games.
Oh my god.
Because in the past, it was in the first and second, or maybe 0 and 1 episodes of YOMP, she was convinced that we kept saying that John Candy was in Uncle Buck where the bear had a bald head. He got shot in and it missed. And
this was like 6 weeks ago now.
Yeah, but come on. We'd
just like to apologise to everyone listening.
You know how many people the Great Outdoors.
We confused Uncle Buck and the Great Outdoors.
You know how many people brought that up though? I got added on Twitter.
At least 5.
In the comments. I think people in my stream I was like, okay, yeah, people noticed. They noticed that we were not talking about the same film. I honestly was convinced.
People care.
They do care. They do.
And of course, we did do that deliberately. And in every episode, we're going to make one deliberate mistake. My pronunciation of the word deliberate is not the one in this episode. That's a different...
I was convinced because I'd seen The Great Outdoors, but then you guys were adamant that it's Uncle Buck. And I'm like, well, they must know. I'm just going to take their word for it. But
I've seen The Great Outdoors more recently than Uncle Buck. And I thought it was a crap film, but
oh my god! Well, we're not talking about that.
No,
we're not talking about that today.
All right.
What are we talking about?
Don't get your knickers in a twist.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I'm trying to do a segue. I'm trying to do a nice segue.
I'm imagining Simon on a segue now.
I don't want us to talk about John Candy movies for the next 10 minutes.
I just love John Candy.
We're going to be talking about Hugh Jackman. Huge jacked man
in The Greatest Showman.
It's the I'm challenging myself. It's the be nice about this film challenge.
Okay.
You don't have to be nice about the
timer. Start the timer. See how long she lasts.
See how long it takes. Okay, so we're at 5 minutes 30 seconds. let's see of the recording session that I've got going. Let's see how long it takes for me to actually snap.
Okay, fantastic. G-Star Games, this was your pick.
Yes, it was.
Would you like to explain why you put this on your list? And
It made me feel sick.
Fuck's sake.
20 seconds, I made it. Whew. That was hard going, man.
Congratulations.
Nice. I don't know. It's just one of those films that I find is a guilty pleasure. I like the songs. They're catchy. It's a fast food film.
If I could read the
I'm so glad that
Discord
doesn't register.
It's all right. The viewers will be able to hear it.
The viewers will be able to hear it, but we are saved in this instance. Yeah, it's just like I don't take it too seriously, and I didn't put it on the list because I thought it's, no pun intended, the greatest movie ever. It's just it's just one of those films. It's a guilty pleasure. I don't think it's all that great, and I just wanted to torture you guys a little bit.
Well, I mean, I guess The Greatest Showman is like my Neil Breen.
Yeah,
you know, I don't think it's the best film ever, but it's a guilty pleasure that I
it's kind of a warm blanket and a mug of hot cocoa of a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
No one else. No one else. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I picked it. But in my watching yesterday, I was just cackling to myself because I was like at various points, I was like, they are gonna hate this. They're probably seething at this part. I'm so excited to hear what they think. So
I've got like paragraphs of rants about how it's not like based on reality.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I went into this with an open mind
and an open heart.
Because I'd never seen it. I'd never known anything about it, and I can confirm I've never heard any of the songs from it before as well.
I'm pretty sure I haven't either.
And so I was giving it a fair shot, but I did write down one sentence which kind of sums this up. When I find it, it's like a long John Lewis advert. It feels like an advert for, like, you know, like when they have a Christmas advert and it's all like, with feeling, let's have a song and let's try and inject some emotion into this thing.
Oh, that is such a great description. I love that. Oh, good job. All right. Well, we'll get into...
Explain. What is a brief synopsis? What is this film? What kind of film is this? What's happening? What is it?
It's a musical, and it's about P.T. Barnum, which I didn't even know was a real person. He started a circus, and for quotation mark, wanted unique peoples to join the circus and create a spectacle for all sorts of people to enjoy. And they sing a bunch of songs. Yeah, there's a couple bumps along the way, and then in the end, everyone lives happily ever after.
Pretty much, yeah. There's only 9 songs in this film.
Oh, you counted.
That's too many.
There's only 9. But there's a couple of reprises.
Yes.
So it's the same song, slightly different.
Yes.
Later on.
I actually had to turn the songs down.
Right.
I did not enjoy the songs at all, and I was trying to stay focused, but I was feeling a bit unwell. I don't know whether it was making me feel like, 2 songs in, really not vibing, feels bad. Bring on the Freaks, I wrote down. I have to mute the songs so far. I basically got 1 page of notes because I was kind of in awe of what was going on.
You were so enwrapped by the great spectacle, the greatest show.
Yeah,
man.
So he starts out and he's a child servant in a house.
He's a little boy,
just
and he has a
little
dream.
boy, with his dad, who I think his dad makes suits and stuff for rich people or whatever.
The first song, which is like right at the very, very start, the like daydream sequence, all I could hear was whoa, 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 and Hugh Jackman starts like singing lines, and I can't hear what he's saying.
Wait, Hugh
It's like
Jackman or the
music.
kid? Kid Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
You know, the very beginning where he's dreaming about, like...
He's dreaming of being a grown-up, Hugh Jackman.
Oh, right. Well,
And Hugh Jackman's almost whispering his lines.
Yeah.
And all I hear is, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, what? Speak up, love. Can't hear you.
Right, so it's the dream sequence right at the beginning where he's in the circus, he's running the show, the CGI horses and elephants are everywhere.
Jesus. Yeah.
The CGI horses, that made me sad because I was like, well, I'm not even going to get any animals out of this, am I?
That's the real horses. They're out of a job now. We just CG them.
I did like the ones that they'd painted like zebras. They were all right.
Yeah.
CGGs.
Ah!
Jesus.
Beautiful.
Pretty bad.
There was a lot of CGI and it made me very sad. And it just looked... Because I think it was obviously meant to look like, you know, like a stage set or something. But it just was like too much sometimes.
The worst bit is near the very end when he goes to jump on the back of a train and it looks like absolute fucking dog shit.
Yeah, that was
the
really
CG
bad.
looks so bad.
I know.
It's oh boy. But I mean, the CG didn't really take me out of it that much, apart from like that bit, really.
I wasn't in it in the first place, so the CGI wasn't a huge deal.
Oh.
Yeah. So we have like him dreaming as an adult, and then it transitions to his like origin story as a kid, with his dad, and you know he's very
his
poor.
rich girlfriend.
His rich girlfriend named Charity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fine.
Sure.
Fine name.
Yep.
I like the bit when her dad slapped him across the face.
Yeah, and the dad just
said, "Stay away from my daughter." And then the very next scene, he's with the daughter on the beach.
They're just
their special place.
They're vibing. They're, you know, sneaking off, having their little romance. And then
fucking hell, that slap.
I know.
God.
And the dad was like, he was so shocked, but he didn't say anything. He didn't do anything. He was like, yeah, this is fine. You can just bounce my kid off the walls if you want, I guess.
Yeah. Rich people, they can just do anything. They can slap kids.
They've got the money for it.
They do. They do have the money for it. Well, actually, no, back then there was a lot of child labor, right?
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, you know, little Barney Jr.
Little Jimmy
he
and
had
Timmy.
to get a job.
Yeah.
He had to get a fucking job. And he starts singing a song on the beach, and I immediately paused the film, and I just look up to the sky, asking for strength from the baby Jesus.
Yeah. I was wondering where baby Jesus was. I was like, where were you when the dice were rolling, Jesus? Where were you?
But you know what? I didn't mind that song. The little boy's voice is pretty good.
Yeah.
I hated it.
And I quite like A Million Dreams is the name of the song. We hear it a few times.
Oh my god, I'm
later
so
on.
excited.
I quite liked it. I thought as well that the actual storytelling of like them exploring this rundown house, the like shadow puppet kind of thing.
I like that part. Yeah, the shadows,
you know, like circus shit. And then like, you know, they're both older and they're exchanging letters. I thought that was great storytelling.
Yeah,
because it told a lot in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, I didn't want them to linger on the kids too long because I was just like, ugh, kids, you know. I don't care. But then they told the story pretty quickly through the song.
Yeah,
so
they absolutely told the story super quickly. I wrote down, I keep thinking, how much story could there be? He achieved everything in the first 15 minutes of the film.
It's true.
He hasn't achieved. What do you mean? What has he achieved in 15 minutes?
He wanted a girlfriend, and he got a wife, and he got kids.
He wanted to be the greatest showman, and he ain't the greatest showman.
Well, yeah, but he was like, I thought it was going to be a biography. you know?
Oh,
Oh
yeah, a
no,
biopic.
no,
A
that's
bio-
just
It
like
isn't.
that's
It's
just
a
like
fictionalized version of his
it's
life.
like watching Baz Luhrmann's Elvis movie and expecting accuracy, like
Oh my
true
God.
accuracy. You're
What
not
was
going to
that?
get it.
One about Marilyn Monroe that was just nothing.
Oh, did you watch that?
I didn't watch it. I just heard
It's
about it.
Oh,
Was that the one with the hot woman in from
Anna de Armas? She plays her.
Knives Out? Yeah.
She plays her really well, like pretty fairly convincing, albeit the accent because she's got a very like
Yeah.
Spanish accent, whatever. But the story is so bad. It's like it's I can't. It's terrible. There's just a lot of fucking in it, and like there's
Oh,
not a lot
my
of.
God.
There is, I swear, and it just doesn't. They make her out to be like just the worst, ditziest moron that like is just going through life, and she's just letting everything happen to her. Which I'm sure like that is a part of it, but they made it all about that. So yeah, terrible.
Did you notice the foot in The Greatest Showman?
The foot.
There was a foot scene.
Yes. It was like when he was looking down at his feet when he
Oh, the
was
shoe. Yeah.
the shoe and his toes were poking out.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
I noticed another foot scene, but that'll be later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it Zendaya's feet?
It is Zendaya's feet.
Oh, there we go! Jesus Christ. So where are we?
Well, his dad died like very quickly.
His dad dies.
With no
but, you know,
explanation.
that's-
Yeah.
So he's got to like make his own way in the world. He's got nothing.
Yeah.
Even like the very shoes on his feet are falling apart. Apparently. So there's the bit where there's the woman with the weird face. Can we just?
Yeah. She looked like the evil old lady from Cinderella with the
Oh my
poison
God.
apple, the witch or whatever.
But she's just a lady.
She's just a lady,
She gives
yeah.
she gives him an apple, and hopefully that's not poisoned.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
And-
it touches upon how everyone is like, you know, pointing their fingers at like anyone who looks a bit different, and he's like, and they're like trying to
But
say, "Oh, they're lovely people." You're just
Yeah, Hugh Jackman sees them differently. He sees these people differently.
yeah.
And he, I guess, joins the railroad, makes a bit of money, and then runs away with Michelle Williams, Charity.
Charity. Yeah.
She's now Michelle Williams. She's all grown up, and he's all grown up, and he's Hugh Jackman. Michelle Williams is 12 years younger than Hugh Jackman.
Oh,
Hugh Jackman's actual wife is like 20 years younger than him or something.
really? Really? She looks the same age as him.
Hugh Jackman,
Huge jacked man's wife.
right? She was born so she's 67 and he is
She's older.
She's older, yeah. He's
he's
nowhere
54.
Yo! I thought you were trying to say she was younger than him.
No, oh sorry, no,
she
it's
did
the
say
other.
that.
Sorry,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm spacey.
No, that's fine.
So, yeah, she's a lot older than Hugh Jackman.
Damn.
Apparently.
Okay. There you go.
Well, not a lot. What is it, like 8 years or something?
All right. Well, I
It's
don't know
not-
what it is. Like people have made 13 years.
I mean,
13. Oh.
that's
They've been married for 26 years and have 2 children.
oh, that's lovely. True love,
2
right
children,
there.
like P.T. Barnum has
Yeah.
in the film. Although he actually had 4 children. One of them died at like 2 years old.
Oh, is this real
And,
life trivia?
Yeah.
Right.
So by the end of the film, there should be 3 kids, but there isn't. There's
Oh,
just
maybe
the
they
2 that
pop
we
out
see.
another one because, you know.
So Hugh Jackman, he works in an office, a dead end job. He's like, boss, I'm smart. I can do that. Look, they've invented planes or something, except it wasn't planes. It was like gliders.
Right.
They've invented
Yeah.
gliders. We could make a fortune at this like shipping company. And he looks out of the window.
Oh, God, that's scene.
And I love it. I love the row upon row of office workers all typing away, and in the background, or behind the building, is all these like row and rows of gravestones in the cemetery.
I just wrote, I'm 14 and this is deep.
It is like one those memes. It would be like a cartoon.
Yeah, it was very cartoonish.
So, so the boss just interrupts him immediately and gives a speech and says everyone is fired because was it all 20 of their ships got destroyed in a single typhoon?
Yeah,
they all sunk.
They're at the bottom of the ocean, and everyone's sacked. But yeah, it goes really quickly from there because he's like, okay, this is my opportunity to go and go to the bank, get out a loan.
Fraudulent bank loan.
Right?
I loved that. That was very smart. That the collateral for the loan were the ships that
Yeah.
were on the bottom of the seabed.
But like no due diligence, no like double checking that that's actually real or no.
But they didn't have the internet back then, G. How could they check?
Well,
Can't Google it, can you?
yeah.
It was the 1830s, maybe 20s then.
Did that feel? No, that feels pre-war. No, did you say
Pre-war.
What year did you say?
1820s or 1830s? Probably 1820s.
Wait, what?
That's how long ago this film was, like 200 years ago.
What?
When he's in the office.
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't realize it was like 1800s. I thought it was like maybe late 1800s.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't really specify, and it's like kind of all over the place. But I should have surmised because everything seems a bit.
It feels like it could be 100 years ago or 200 years ago.
It could be any time. We don't have any indication until we see Queen Victoria hanging out.
Yeah.
True, but she reigns for quite some time, though, doesn't
true.
She? Yeah.
But she's quite young. That's a young Victoria, so...
She's a young, hot, Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
We'll get to that anyway.
I thought that was so odd, but yeah.
Well, it was his daughter's birthday. I think the same day he got fired.
LeMayo, I love that scene so much.
He forgot that it was her birthday, and he just sort of makes up some bullshit about a present that's like a wishing machine.
Yes.
I like how
and
he
it's
like
quite wholesome.
It's wholesome,
but he is
also,
lying.
Yeah. I think it's like it's a double.
He forgot her birthday.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
It's a double meaning. It's I wrote in my notes like he's conning his kids into like making them think he got her a present. But that's sweet
what
and
dads
also
do.
Fucked up at the same time. But yeah, that is what they do.
That's what parents do. They're just like, oh shit. Well, I mean, here, right? It's a cardboard box, but we can make it into a plane. There you go.
Yeah. I thought it was sweet, but also fucked up at the same time. But it's just like whatever. It was trying to show you that he's like creative, and like if he could give them the world, he could. You know, he wants.
And he's a showman.
And he's a showman.
And the girls love it. They fucking absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And there's the scene in the bank when he goes to get the loan to open his museum. He can hear this raucous sort of voice of this person going, the goat prices go up, so the pork bellies go down. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I had a question. Was that person CGI or something? Because like,
I think the mouth was.
Why?
Sometimes. To like lip sync properly.
Right.
Because obviously it's a different voice. It's not that person's voice.
That's based on a real person, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's. But I just.
So that's Tom Thumb. He was a fictional character, and he was inspired to create his own version. He made him into a general, dressed him up as a little soldier boy.
Napoleon as well.
Little Napoleon.
Oh yeah. It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's a little bit.
I was very confused
weird.
why there were like bits that were CGI, because I was like, is he actually like what's the PC word? Small person?
Little person.
Dwarf.
Yeah, I don't know what the PC
Little
word
person.
is.
Dwarf
Little
is
person.
fine.
Little person.
Dwarf is
Little
fine.
person.
So that reminds me of the Forbidden Zone. That definitely took inspiration from that, because there's the little person in that I've forgotten his name. He's dressed up as the king. Hervé Villachez. He's King Fausto.
Mm.
And it reminds me of that for some reason.
I was thinking of the little kid alien in Star Trek.
Christ.
Do you remember that one?
Which one?
Is it like Ron Howard's brother or something? That one.
Oh God, I don't remember.
Was this in the series? The original series?
Yeah. It was Clint Howard. Yeah, Clint Howard.
Oh, fucking Clint Howard.
He was like a little boy, and he was like an alien, but he had like a very like deep voice, like an adult voice.
Why did they do that? So I'm just like, why did they do it in the? Did they do it in the film because they were like trying to emphasize that he was a grown man that was small?
Wait, do what? Sorry.
In the film,
Yeah.
they made his voice lower. They're trying to emphasize that he's a grown man, even though the actual character was 4 years old when he joined the circus.
Oh.
Yeah, but he wasn't actually 4 years old.
No, he
in the fictionized version of the film.
Yeah, he was like 20 odd.
Right.
Also, important to note that the first person that Barnum actually hired as like to exhibit
Was him, wasn't it?
Sorry?
Wasn't it him? Tom Thumb? Or...
No, it was when he did his first sort of theatre thing in 1835. And his very first person he showed off was an African-American slave woman that he didn't buy, because you can't just buy and sell slaves at this point. He rented her.
Of course.
At least it was in New York City. You couldn't just like.
This
buy
isn't in the
slaves.
film, by the way, for people. This is real life.
For some reason, they didn't include him renting
crazy.
a slave.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To show off to people, and he said that she was like 161 years old.
What?
Yes.
She was in her 70s, so she was an old lady. But he lied, said she was 161 years old, the oldest woman in the world. He said that she like raised George Washington.
Sure.
When she was younger.
Yeah.
All this bollocks. And when she died, he arranged a public autopsy of her corpse.
She asked for that. She was like...
She asked for that.
She said, you can sell tickets to my autopsy. That's cool.
What?
I don't mind.
That's nice.
What?
1,500 people attended. Or assisted, as they call it, for these kind of things.
This is
absolutely
crazy.
fucked up.
Yeah, I never knew that. That's fucking wild.
Send you I'm going to read you out a piece from one of his other one of the other people that he had in his sideshow, which was Zip the Pinhead.
Go on.
Who was an African American who had sort of like a tapered head and was thought to have microcephaly, but there wasn't any indication that his brain was actually smaller. He was probably like reasonably intelligent.
Okay.
But I was reading about it. Barnum purchased the right to display Johnson from the circus and gave him a new look. A furry suit was made to fit him, and I just read that as his hair was shaped to a tiny point that further accented his little sloping brow, and he was given the name Zip the Pinhead, the What Is It, or the Man Monkey.
The Man Monkey, African-American person.
My.
So, oddly enough, this was left out of the film.
Yeah.
All the racist parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's like really woke and accepting in
Well, that's why he gave him a furry suit.
Yeah. I don't know how, because like I didn't know this was based on a real guy, whatever, but like I wanted to bring up that I started to watch the beginning of it on stream, is that Jenny Nicholson video, and she made a good point about why couldn't they just make up an entirely fictional person? Like why did they have to go with P.T. Barnum? Like why couldn't they just do their own thing?
Yeah, I guess because like,
does it even say at the start that it's based on a true story?
It doesn't know.
I didn't notice.
No, that's actually a good point. They didn't say like this is based on a real guy or whatever.
So weird, isn't it?
That is very weird. And like I kind of hate this trend of like them doing some sort of movie about a person who is like heinous, but they paint them in the most like pretty much like a really positive light. And by the end of it, you're like, wow, they're pretty stand-up guy. They're a pretty cool guy. And it's just like, that's not how they were in real life at all. But yeah. Yeah, so there was like that scene at the bank. The bank, you know, they accept the loan because of the collateral, the fake collateral that sits at the bottom of the ocean. But then then he goes to like that
scamming. He's scamming people already.
Well, he's a little con artist, isn't he? But then he like rocks up at Tom Thumb's house.
Well, I mean, before that, he's got this museum, and there's like the tallest giraffe in the world, and it's got stuff in it, and his kids are like, you need something living that people will want to come see.
And he picks up the Tom Thumb book.
Yeah,
and that's when he's
that's
like
his inspiration.
inspired.
So he's like, right, I'm gonna find people to put in, because she's like, get a mermaid or something.
Yeah, apparently
which
he
is a
did.
reference.
Yes, that's a nod to the Fiji mermaid.
Wee.
Which is like a baby monkey sewn to a fish.
What the excuse me?
Yeah.
And it horrified people. And
Rightly
they thought
so.
it was real.
What
Have you seen my taxidermy?
No.
Everybody. I have what it was sold as.
When you say your taxidermy, you're not the one that's doing it.
I didn't do it, no, but I have.
No.
I have cryptid taxidermy in my house. I have a jackalope, which is a rabbit with antlers. He's mounted on my wall. I have the kitten with wings. That's quite a good one. And I also
that actually a living cat at some point?
That was a living cat.
Wait,
then I have what it was sold as a demon chick. I'm going to try and find a picture of that one. It's a chick that's like got 4 legs and it's got little demon horns on it. It's the most beautiful thing. I love it very, very much. I love my taxidermy. It's weird.
This is what she spends your Twitch sub money on.
I got it on Throne. I put it on Throne. People bought it for me. I'm
Someone
happy.
actually bought it you?
Yeah. Multiple people have bought me
amazing.
taxidermy because I go, I want this taxidermy. And then I put it as a fundraiser. Yeah, we bought Sophie this weird fucking chick.
Oh my god, that's wonderful. So, basically, P.T. Barnum turns into Nick Fury. And he's like getting the Avengers together.
What an analogy. Holy shit. I just like how he like rocks up to this guy's house. I was like, how the fuck did he like find where this guy lives? And then he just pulls out.
Googled it.
I put a picture of the chick in the recording server by accident.
Oh my god.
In the recording server, okay. Well, that's nice. They'll enjoy that.
That is
Isn't he gorgeous?
He kind of is in a weird way. Were they just dead? And then they were like, right.
I can give you some stories about taxidermy. So basically, it's illegal to kill things for taxidermy.
Okay.
And chicken farms, unfortunately, a lot of little things just kind of die on farms. You can. That's where my friend actually started doing taxidermy on ducklings that had passed away naturally and roadkill and things like that. So.
Oh my god, roadkill!
Yeah, things that
just like a flattened badger.
Yeah, get that mounted on my wall. But yeah, I thought I like this weird stuff. I would be so into P.T. Barnum's fucking weirdo shop. Be like, yeah, let's go for it. Let's do this.
Oh, okay.
He only sold 3 tickets when he just had stuffed animals.
Yeah.
One of them was me.
Yeah.
I was buying that.
That was
you were one of the 3.
Sophie. No, it was actually Sophie during the morning show, afternoon show, and evening show. So it's all on the same day.
It was all me. I just wanted to go back and see that giraffe again and again. I wanted to climb it like the little kid did. Please let me climb it.
Let me climb it, Mr. P.T. Barnum.
Mr. Peeps.
Mr. Peeps. So he like goes to the hospital, gets the address of this guy, rocks up at his house. like, yeah, you want to, get paid for being mocked? And he's like, hell yeah, brother. I'll do that. I'll get paid.
Well, no, he hates it, and then he's like, I'll dress you up as a soldier. They won't laugh at you. They'll salute you.
Yeah.
And that, like, wins him over. And he's
Yeah,
like, oh, that sounds bog.
He was very, very easily persuaded. And then I think he, like, goes... The next stop is the lady with the beard who can sing.
The bearded lady.
The bearded lady.
Bearded lady.
Is a really good singer.
He tells her that she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, she is.
Well, that beard just looks so bad, though. Like, I think when they first found her, it looked fine, but then they, like, trimmed it and then tried to tidy it up, and it just looked fake. It just looked really, really fake, and I was like, oh, you should have just left it when it was, like, curly and shit. That looked more natural.
Yeah.
But then he had, like, people... he obviously put out advertisements for people to come and, join to come. And then he had like a whole line of them, rocking up. There was fucking Chewbacca.
The tattooed man.
Yeah, the tattooed man. The Irish...
Ironically, the actor didn't have any tattoos.
He had to wear an entire, like, bodysuit for it, which is... Could you not have found a person who...
Can't be that hard, can it? It's not like he has many fucking lines in the film.
No, he's like such a side character. It's insane. Like, you could have just gotten a really, really tattooed person, unless they were like,
They need to be able to dance.
Well, that too, but also they wanted someone with the identical tattoos to the original man.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
So
yeah. And if someone shows up and they got like a fucking big Pikachu tattoo on their face, it's like,
I love it.
I love it so much.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so you had like a whole bunch of people showing up, and he's like, okay, you're going to be this like giant Russian man. He's like, you're going to be the Irish giant. Like, just...
What's your name? And he's like, beautiful. He's like, okay, yeah, that won't do. You're Irish now, buddy.
Yeah, it's like, you're an Irish man.
Whatever.
Yeah, and then he gave, like, I think he made him walk on stilts, and like the world's largest man, and he's like, oh, you weigh how much? Okay, no, you actually weigh this much. So he's always like changing, the truth. Like,
stretching the truth, he's exaggerating things a bit.
Yeah.
It's what he referred to in real life as humbugs, I think.
Yeah.
Little lies.
Little lies to get them, it'll make people turn up to come and see. Yeah. He's hoodwinking people just to make them come and see what's going on, but they still
don't know how much someone weighs or how tall someone really is. It doesn't matter.
No.
They sort of buy into it, and they're like, "Yeah, sure, that's a big guy."
Yeah,
whatever.
Exactly. Then I guess like there's like a couple antagonists, but not really. Well, the main
critic.
Yeah, the critic, but he's not really an antagonist. He's just sort of there. And then like the main antagonists are the people who are like not happy with this show, because they don't...
locals.
Yeah.
With their flaming torches.
Yeah, and their pitchforks and yeah, so they're sort of like throughout the film you can see the tension bubbling. They don't like this show that's being put on and stuff.
They're heckling.
Yeah.
They're, waving their torches. They're calling them freaks.
Yeah. But then one of my favorite parts was the reporter asked Hugh Jackman's character if he was a philanthropist, and I half expected him to say, well, yes, my wife's name is Charity. But he didn't, and I was really sad.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
I know.
But he has all of his friends now. I called them friends.
Family. They're family. They even said it at the end.
They're family.
They even said it at the end that they're family.
They're a family.
Yeah.
And then we get the first gay song.
What first gay song?
Come Alive is the first gay song.
What?
It's a song that incorporates almost every genre of music. all together, mashed together. And the people they're singing about being hidden away and being ashamed of who they are. And now they can feel proud. They're out in the open. And I'm like, yeah, this is a song about being gay, isn't it? And
Is
I thought it was a
That's the
song about
gay
people like the Yogscast.
it's not even the first gay song. There's another gay song later on.
Is
a
this
more
your
famous gay song.
interpretation or is this fact?
No, they're 100% gay songs.
Why? What makes you say that?
Because they're not subtle about the themes
Well, but
whatsoever.
aren't they? Isn't it because they're different and they like don't want to be hidden from?
In the film,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But to people watching the film, they're like, oh.
Right. I mean, I guess.
And-
Well, yeah. That does make sense. It would fit in that remit, but I don't think it's all about
Mhm.
you know being gay and stuff. But I think it fits in that category.
The whole film isn't about being gay.
No. But I think it definitely fits in there, even though there's
It's about
absolutely
Hugh Jackman.
huge jacked man. Wait, so
He,
I have a question. Is this the first circus like IRL? He started the first ever.
no.
So
No.
before P.T. Barnum, there was like still a circus thing. Like somebody else had done
Yeah.
it before him.
Circus was, it's been a thing for so many years, at
Okay.
least 10 years earlier. Are we Googling the history of circuses?
I was just more curious because like the way he sort of like came off about it was, you know, like with the reporter had written in the article, it was like, oh, you know, something circus, and then P.T. Barnum was like, oh, I like that word you used, and then it like zooms out and it says, you know, something P.T. Barnum circus or whatever. So it kind of just made it seem like that was the origination.
I think it's just that it's the first time that he thought of referring it as a circus as opposed to a museum of curiosities or something.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, the guy was trying to insult him, and he very truthfully said it's like a circus, and it was like a circus.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not even an insult, it's just an accurate comment on what it actually was.
Yeah.
So Hugh's Royal Circus in London in the 1780s.
Oh.
That's in our very own country.
Wait, his name was Hugh? That's ironic.
Because of Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
What the fuck? We're through the looking glass here, people.
Holy shit. Okay.
So we're like half an hour into the film, and Barnum's dream has already come true.
pretty much.
He's selling out the show. He's the ringleader. He's killing it. He's fucking killing it. And I was like, how the fuck is there still like another hour of the film or so?
Yeah.
When he's achieved what he set out to do.
Yeah, exactly. That was
Sophie
my point.
said that 15 minutes into the film.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can get that.
He was happy. He's like, fucking, there you go. He's happy now. But he wasn't happy enough. And he wanted more and more and more, and he got greedy about it.
Yeah, well, his wife at one point says, when is it ever enough? Which,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, when the fuck is it enough, bro? Like, get a grip.
He has money. He has money now, and his wife is from money, and he wants her to be happy.
But
he buys her a giant mansion.
He just wants to rub it in people's faces. It turns out, right, I wrote this down as well. I mean, I don't remember what point. Oh, I get it. He is a cunt. Because basically he's just there to take advantage of people that are different, make money, and rub it in people's faces that he's got money now, and basically like take advantage of everything and everyone.
I think the house that he bought was down the road from her parents.
Yeah, it's the house that they were in the beginning. The one where he like takes her through.
That rundown house.
That rundown house that is like,
wow.
You didn't.
I didn't even realize.
Okay. Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, he must have got a good deal on it then.
Well, it
was a fixer-upper.
I look at places like that and I just thought, who the fuck needs that much space? Like, it's gonna get dusty. It's gonna get dirty. Who's upkeeping it? It's like, you don't need that much space.
You need staff.
They have staff.
Yeah, they do it.
But I
They
don't.
got the Roomba.
It didn't look like they did, but I think usually you would have staff. Yes, but it just.
Well, we didn't see it
No.
in the film. They're not going to show the domestic situation.
They're not going to show their help.
They're not going to show
Yeah.
all the black people that have to fucking clean the place, are they?
No,
Exactly.
because we want to keep it. We
They
want to
get rid of all that.
They wanna
gaslight
keep it
everyone.
happy
Yeah,
and fun, and like this is the most fun. This is the most fun film about a circus, and there's nothing untoward
there's nothing
about it.
ominous going on behind the scenes. Everything is sunshine and rainbows.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
He's bought the house. He buys ballet shoes for the daughter that she wished for way
She
back when he
starts
had his
studying
wishing
ballet,
machine.
Yeah.
and
She's studying ballet. There's a party later on. It's like the next scene, and her ballet classmates. Is that what they would be called?
Fucking hell,
Yeah.
They
yeah.
mock her. They say that she stinks of peanuts,
I put ha ha
which
ha
I
ha.
found very funny.
Yeah, in caps I put ha 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 peanuts. Period. Kids are fuckwits. Because I just
That's what they sell.
I
That's what they
know,
sell
I
at like
know.
the circus.
I know.
Peanuts.
It's just I hate kids
Stinks of
sometimes.
them.
Because they like their insults are. I know they're meant to be dumb because kids can be dumb, but it's just like, oh my god, really? She smells like peanuts. Okay, that's hilarious. Moving on. Like that didn't even need to be in there.
They could have said, right? They could have said, "Look, one of the freaks escaped.
Yeah.
Look, she
Friends,
fits right
family.
in with the rest of them." You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I can be way more creative.
Yeah.
Like,
But they
oh
went
my
with,
god,
ha,
you've
ha,
shaved
ha.
your beard off today.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like you could totally.
Oh,
I
look,
could-
the pig girl, the stinky pig girl.
Yeah, they could have gone with a
And she just
lot
cries.
more, but they went with ha 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 peanuts.
I'm just a really good bully to children. I think is
Yeah,
what we're
she's
getting at
great.
here.
She's great at that. It's good to
I'm
have
really
a
good at-
hobby, though, isn't
I'm really
it?
good
It
at
is.
bullying. I've taken from my own experience here, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah. But
Yeah,
she
the cycle.
she's feeling a bit dejected about that, about being bullied. She doesn't really want to do ballet anymore. And I had a similar experience, actually.
Oh?
In my ballet.
Anyway, who cares? Zac Efron is in the film now.
He is, and I wrote
Zac
down-
Efron.
I want to hear
When
the
did-
ballet.
when
I
did
want to
his
hear the
balls
ballet
drop?
story. What's the ballet story?
I fell over in ballet and I hurt my chin, and people laughed at me, and I never went back.
Oh, boo!
You just slammed your chin into the ground.
Yeah, I fell over.
Is
and
this
I
why
hurt
you
my
bully
chin.
kids now? Is this why you?
It's one of the reasons why.
Okay.
I just hate kids as well. You know,
Yeah.
they deserve bullying.
Jesus.
Zac Efron is in the film, and Hugh Jackman tries to bring him on as a partner, and he's tried to get one over on him, do it for cheap. And then Zac Efron starts singing, and I was like, when did his balls drop? Because I've not seen Zac Efron in anything since he was in High School Musical,
yeah.
which I didn't watch either, but I saw that advertised. And like loads of my friends in school were like big High School Musical fans. It was their whole personality.
yeah.
And they had birthday parties themed around High School Musical.
Oh,
He's been in a
Jesus.
lot, I think. I think he did, which isn't like a glowing review because this is the first thing that came to mind. He was Ted Bundy in that like Ted
Yes.
He was.
it was
Yeah.
Ted Bundy. He's been in Baywatch.
Wow.
Oh
yeah, the Baywatch movie. That's the one where he's trying not to look at Alexandra Daddario's tits.
Yeah, but how can you not
Yeah.
look at Alexandra Daddario's
know.
tits? They're insane. They have their own
They're
orbit.
insane.
They have their own
They do.
gravitational pull. But yeah, he's been in a few things, but I don't know. There's just
In this,
there's something about his face that infuriates me a little bit. I don't know. Do you guys get
I
that?
knew you were going to say something like that. I just
Really?
knew it.
He's got a big square head.
I don't like. There's something about him I don't like either.
Yeah.
He looks like he could be like Heathcliff, right?
Yeah.
He's got a sort of ruggedness to him,
Yeah.
but he's a pretty boy.
It's his eyes that make him a pretty boy, I think. As well.
Yeah.
I agree with you there. I don't think he's all that. Like, I don't.
It's a strange combination, but it gives him a unique look.
Yeah.
You know?
He's recognisable, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
sometimes that's important.
Yeah.
But he gets taken on as partner with
He's not even a real person, by the way.
No, he's fiction.
Philip Carlyle is not a real person.
Completely
And
Never
he's not
made
even a
existed.
real partner. He's sort of like an apprentice with a big paycheck.
Yeah, it's a
I think it was
junior apprentice or
partner.
something.
Junior partner.
Yeah,
And,
it's
um,
10%.
Well, it kind of annoyed me a little bit because they were at this play that he like wrote or produced or something. We see nothing about this play, yet apparently he's got a flair for business, a flair for entertainment. Apparently he was in some sort of scandal, which again they don't elaborate on. And it's just like we're supposed to take their like Hugh Jackman's word and like the movie's word that this guy is like the shit.
Yeah, and Hugh Jackman's just immediately like, I gotta hire this guy.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's like,
what?
what-
You literally just met him.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Where are your
And they get-
credentials? Like, what the fuck?
He has a track record of doing that.
True.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
he doesn't give a shit
Does
who
it
you
does
are.
it later with the Swedish Nightingale?
Oh, Deb.
Can you put your fucking Tamagotchi away?
Sorry,
Oh my god.
he went to New York.
ADHD.
Oh god.
He went on holiday to New York. and
New
he got-
York.
Yeah, he went on a plane. So
They're in the bar. They're doing shots of water.
Did you like-
They're getting very well hydrated.
Did you like that whole sequence? The song there? Did you like that?
I didn't mind the song.
Okay.
I've got like a ranking of the songs I can give
Oh
later.
fuck! I'm so excited because I have a question about that.
This
I
was actually my second favorite song in the thing.
I was gonna ask both of you, and Sophie, you have to answer. Like you have to answer.
okay,
And it is, what is your favorite song in the film?
I don't remember. They
Well,
all
do you-
blended to one.
Do
Like,
you
it's a
remember
John
the-
Lewis advert.
Okay. Do you remember like maybe the scenario? Maybe like
I remember them singing songs, but I don't
They were
remember.
dancing around. They were
They were
having a bit
dancing
of a
in that.
sing. It was in a circus.
I've seen. I went one of those before. I've seen them before. I don't
They're
remember.
elephant.
I wasn't taking in the music. It was. I have synesthesia, so everything is. Music is very visual, anyway,
Okay.
and the whole thing was quite overwhelming.
Okay.
There was
Oh
a
my
lot
God.
of stuff going on, and the music was sort of like muddying things. But like I said, it felt very it was manufactured music.
Yeah,
was
I
very-
get that. It's very it follows like a formula, I guess.
Yeah,
But
none
if
of
you
them
if
stood
you-
out to me.
if you had to think of like the song with Zendaya and Zac Efron's character, or the song where Zac and Hugh Jackman are singing together, or the song like none of them, they all just blended. You can't
Yeah, I can't differentiate. If you played me one of the songs now,
you probably
I wouldn't be able to tell unless it was like the one where the kids singing. I'd be like, oh, that's the one where the kids
If we
singing.
could rewrite the stars.
I wouldn't be able to tell you the scenarios of
Okay.
what was going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have a terrible memory anyway, but it just sort of it slid over the top of my head. I was like, okay, I'm just going to sit here and sort of take it in as much as I can.
yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's not my taste in music anyway, so
That's fine.
I think I have to be, for example, musicals like Labyrinth, songs like in that's my jam. I can take that in and I'm like, yeah, dance magic
David
jam.
Bowie, isn't
David
it?
Bowie.
Like, what the fuck?
That's my sort of music in a musical, but I find them all blending together very much if I'm not into that sort of music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
that's totally fair.
I would. I'm kind of echoing Booth a little bit. It's not really my favorite kind of music,
Okay.
and I did have trouble remembering the songs. I did re-listen to the soundtrack so that I could remember what songs they were
Okay.
and put them down in my notes, the names of the songs. So I can only really remember them because I listened to the music again second time.
Yeah.
Which is dedication.
After the film.
That is
Yes.
dedication.
Yes.
So what was your favorite then? What do you think?
Rewrite the Stars was my favorite song, even though the start of the sequence is incredibly fucking cringe.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll get to that part.
get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. So they get hydrated. They go into business together. They don't shake hands.
They sing on the
they
bar
drink shots.
like it's Coyote Ugly. You know, they're fucking tap dancing all over it.
Hugh Jackman plays the piano, stops playing it, and it keeps playing.
Yeah.
Loved that. Love that bit. They go to the circus, and Zac Efron's fictional character instantly falls in love with Zendaya, who is also a fictional character. Didn't exist.
Oh.
But
Just sees her.
she is fantastic. So
Yeah.
He's like homina.
she's very pretty. Like, why wouldn't you?
I wish she had more stuff in the movie, but she was very sidelined. I feel like she didn't say much, but
No,
a lot of the characters didn't say much. So
I think
She's
it was
just there
very
as a love
hard
interest.
to shoehorn things in that don't exist. But also they cut loads of people out of the final cut. There was like albino people. There was the conjoined twins.
that was a real person. That people.
That was
sorry.
they were the real people.
Yeah, they
didn't
existed.
get. They were just like, yeah, well, we're just going to focus on this short man who isn't short enough, so we're going to have to green screen his legs out.
Yeah,
Which is genuinely what they did.
Well, that's why he looks so fucking CGI the whole time.
Because he was. And most of him was CGI. They made him kneel down and they green screened his legs out because he wasn't short enough.
Good
Because
lord!
the actual actor
that's so
is
funny.
4'2", which isn't too much shorter than I am. And so I think the actual person it was based off was like 3 foot something. So like, right, kneel down. And then they took his voice and they put someone else's voice over the top of it.
Man, that must suck to be that actor.
He seems to be doing
shit.
pretty well. You know, he's having a lovely time. I looked him up on Instagram.
I love Biff. Just look it
I'm
up.
Doing good.
interested in the actors and the actresses and stuff.
That's insane.
Not the music.
Not the music,
but,
not
yeah.
the movie.
No, I'm very interested in the actual life of the people that were in the show of P.T. Barnum.
Was
Which is
there
cool.
a bearded lady?
Yeah, there's always a bearded lady.
Yeah.
And there's like wolf boys and stuff.
Yeah.
Tell you what is a really good it's a really good show. That I was looking at all the films. I was like, oh, which is the film with the sideshow that I really like? And I've forgotten it. It's like there's Vampire Circus, which isn't quite the same, but that's hilarious. It's fucking really funny. And then there's, I love The Elephant Man. That's brilliant. You like that one?
The movie or the actual?
Yeah,
Yeah,
both of them.
Yeah,
The Funhouse, where it's a slasher by Toby Hooper. That's a good one. Santa Sangre. Oh, I love that. Santa Sangre is super. It's a Jodorowsky film. Simon would like that.
I love Booth. Like, she's got a whole list in her mind of all these, like, I guess, like, circus /
Yeah.
would you say
circus and sideshow?
yeah.
Sideshow films. And
Do sideshows exist today?
No.
No.
I think they're seen as very exploitative these days because even though the people were paid good money.
Were they?
We don't need it, do we? We got reality television now.
That's our kind of freak show these days. Just put Big Brother on.
True. Is Big Brother still a thing?
I think they changed channels a while ago.
Okay.
I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. That's the new
Jesus.
sideshow. In it.
Gross.
Oh my god.
You've got Noel Edmonds eating a caterpillar, and then
I don't think Noel Edmonds was ever on it.
he was.
That
He
was
was
very
totally on it.
specific, Simon. She said Noel Edmonds eating a caterpillar. Like,
Yeah, like I
He'd
remember Noel
never eat a
Edmonds.
caterpillar.
He would. He'd suck
He
Mr.
never
Blobby's
would.
dick, so of course he would.
What the fuck?
Oh, that might have been another thing.
that
I
was
think that was a dream.
Yeah.
Sophie's fan fiction.
But Yeah, there are so many other films. I was thinking of other films all the time through this film, going, "Oh, that's like Santa Sangre," where they've actually got weird. Like there was like the tattooed lady, and then the guy was throwing knives at her. There's always someone that's tattooed. There's always someone that's got a beard. There's always someone that's short. There's always someone that's fat.
Oh my god, that's us three. That's us three.
Which one's G?
I've got a beard. You're short. G's tattooed.
She is.
Oh my
That's
god,
true.
that's
I mean, you're tattooed as well, but she's got more.
Wait, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're little as well.
not to deviate too much off of this, but I don't know if you.
This is already a deviation.
True. But have you seen Nightmare Alley, the one, the Guillermo del Toro one, where it's like he has his own like circus as well?
Yes, I think I have.
Oh, it's awful. I hated it.
Oh,
There's a lot. Do you remember? Have you seen?
G was watching it like, where's the musical numbers?
What was that one, Simon? Have you seen it? Carnival, and there's an old man.
Carnival.
Yes. And
it got cancelled, so they never really finished it.
Oh,
I wasn't thinking of that, but I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying it. It was. It was a 60s. It was Romero. The amusement park. That's it. Sorry.
Oh,
the amusement park.
The amusement park.
That's another really fucking weird one.
Wasn't that one of these films that was lost and then they found it again? Yeah.
I think that
54 minutes long.
whoa!
It's brill. And again, the Forbidden Zone has quite a lot of strange freak show type things going on. I think it's just a very strange film. I like films that are weird. I wrote down Bring on the Freaks, otherwise it's the John Lewis advert. And then I'm really disappointed that we didn't get to see one of things that made P.T. Barnum very rich.
Go on. What was that?
He actually...
Oh god. Oh, she's cackling. I'm scared. What was it?
So, one of the things that he did was he did put on like handsomest toddler displays.
What the fuck?
Like fattest children and stuff.
What is this? This reminds me of those little like toddlers in tiaras type thing.
Man.
Is that kind of like that?
I guess so. I'm looking at like
The handsomest boy.
the handsomest boy competition, stuff like that.
What the
What?
fuck?
It's fucking brilliant. Like that. He didn't enter the circus business until he was 60, and
What, P.T. Barnum?
yeah,
What?
and
No, this was actually touring as a circus.
yeah, touring as a circus. So he did the other thing first.
Ah, gotcha.
But he did beauty contest, dog shows, poultry contests, and the most popular were baby contests, such as the fattest baby or the handsomest twins. Those were how he made his money, and I was like, "Where the fuck are these fat babies?"
Oh, that's
in The
kind
Greatest
of
Showman.
genius.
Show me these fat babies.
Show me these handsome twins. I have to see the most handsome twins.
He's just scouting to get like more acts for his, his carnival, his circus or whatever.
I love that he was just like, oh, I'm just gonna organize these shows about fat babies.
Fair enough. The guy knows what works, I guess, right? He knows what people want to see.
But
Where the fuck did he get the idea for that? Like,
he just probably sees random things and he probably goes and talks to people and goes, what don't you like about people? And then they sit and they list like a whole bunch of shit.
I don't like fat babies. Perfect.
I'll make a whole competition around it.
But in the film, he decides that he wants to get this singer lady.
Yeah,
right?
that never happened. So she's real. She's a real
Yeah.
It did
person.
happen.
No,
He did.
in real
It did
life.
happen. Yeah.
No, I read that they never like actually,
He toured with her for like almost 2 years.
what?
And
across
they had,
America.
in the contract, she was paid $1,500 a day for each performance.
Whoa, back then?
And in the contract, she would have to pay him $50,000 if she quit or cancelled. So it was like, he made loads of fucking money off it as well.
She made the equivalent of about $12 million in today's money, and he made about $20 million off of their tour.
Right.
Insane. Absolutely insane. They made a small fortune.
Oh,
he had to pay a lot in costs.
Small fortune.
So what I saw...
He had to pay a fucking fortune in costs.
What I saw was P.T. Barnum's relationship with Jenny Lind was fictional.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that was fictional. He didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't fancy him. He was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
She didn't kiss him.
that's what I got.
None of that happened.
That was like such a whoa moment. She was like so infatuated with him. We're skipping
We missed
ahead.
the Queen Victoria.
Yeah,
we just missed the
We went.
there's the one bit
Yeah.
when they get invited to meet Queen Victoria in England, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not going unless I can take all my friends with me, and so they're all invited, every single one of them.
Yeah.
Why, so why, when you were invited to number 10, Simon, did you not say, I'm
Yeah.
not going unless all my friends are going?
Yeah, Simon, what the
So I
fuck?
don't have any.
We are friends.
Yeah.
I ain't got friends. I got family.
Oh.
Nice loophole. Nice loophole, bro.
I didn't want to fucking go and shake hands with Rishi Sunak. What the fuck?
Wait, you got
I do, but I want
invited?
to have like a hand buzzer.
I did get invited to number 10.
Why?
Yeah. I think there was I think it was like an error.
Why did you get
I think
invited?
it was clerical error.
I thought he was going to do the double glazing.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the context here? Why were you invited to 10 Downing Street?
Because they were looking for like real good people to meet to come down to 10 Downing Street. I've got the email somewhere.
I would love to.
Should I look it up?
Do they just do this randomly? Do they just pick people from the electoral roll like it's
no, it's not
like
random
jury
people.
duty or something, and then
No, it's not. It's not quite.
And they're
It's
like,
not quite that random.
come peasants,
it's
look
to do
at
with video gaming.
is it?
It was a reception to celebrate video games in the UK.
And you were
And I was invited in April to go to 10 Downing Street. Why do you find this funny, by the way? Yep. No, that's it. No, just laugh it up. Laugh it up. I got invited to 10 Downing Street and you were laughing at me.
I
You're
cannot
laughing.
believe you didn't go.
I got the email here.
I
I'll send
can't
you a
believe you
picture.
didn't
Hang on.
freaking go, and you didn't
Why would I?
elect to take me, and we could have gone, and you could have been like, "This is my Minecraft wife." Simon Lane is invited to attend a reception to celebrate video games in the UK
I don't know why you're laughing at this. Why the fuck are you laughing?
because it doesn't really make sense. Where would they have gotten your name from? Did they invite Lewis?
I don't know. I didn't hear that he got invited. I guess it was just me.
Do you see what I mean, though?
They messed up. They meant to invite him, and they invited me.
Oh my god, this is just so bizarre. But like, happy for you, I guess.
Thanks.
I'm
You're
happy
welcome.
For you.
I'm happy
Thanks,
for you.
that
I'm
was,
happy that happened, or sad. What's that mean?
I'm sorry that happened, or I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I ain't reading that. Oh
Good,
god.
thank you.
Oh, I love you, Simon. I'm sorry. You should have gone though. That would have
Right.
been quite the experience.
No, it wouldn't have been.
Oh.
Be standing around with a bunch of people making awkward talk. And so, who are you? Diggy Hole Man, and I'm mime digging a hole.
Oh. But I would have paid to have seen that though. That would have been great.
Jesus surprised. I would have felt like one of the friends at Queen Victoria's reception. And
That was good though, because they were worried that Tom Thumb had insulted Queen Victoria
Yeah.
because she said, "You're shorter in real life," or something.
and he says, "Oh, yeah, but you got a fat ass, you cunt."
Yeah.
He didn't say
then-
that. He said
He
you're
says
not.
something like that.
He said you're not reaching the top shelf, are you, or something like that.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
Simon?
And I thought she was going to say her famous line, "We are not amused."
Oh,
But she fucking cracks up laughing. She's pissing herself. She loves it. It's the funniest thing she's ever heard.
Yeah.
This small man being rude to her.
She thought it was.
You can get away with anything if you're small, you see.
Yeah, that's a good
Sophie's trick.
I wrote dog in caps, and then I said, "This is the reason why Booth will give this movie any points."
Was I?
Right.
I don't know whether I was looking at the screen at that point.
I didn't
don't
even
remember-
see a dog.
I didn't
Where the
remember.
fuck
Oh
was the dog?
no! Yeah, there was a small dog next to Queen Vicky.
Oh,
Jesus,
I
didn't
didn't
see
even
it.
notice. I'm sorry, dog.
Wow.
You
Okay,
did
I'll
have
scratch
dogs,
that.
though.
I'll
Yeah,
scratch
man.
that off my notes. And then I put the part where Jenny Lynn comes on screen. I put Humana Humana Hubba Hubba Awooga Simon probably.
I typed in Rebecca Ferguson, Awooga Awooga, Desert Witch Mommy, Homina Homina Homina. What the fuck? What the fuck?
You guys spend too much time together.
I can't even. Fuck is this?
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Unbelievable.
I even
I was going to put the
called
whole
it.
copy pasta, but I thought I don't want to shit my notes up by putting a whole the
Yeah.
Awooga Awooga copy pasta in.
Yeah. I called it even before we watched the film that you were gonna
You
like.
did. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Okay, you were right. Yeah, you were right. One of the best things in the film.
She was pretty fantastic. Cracking set of lungs.
She doesn't actually sing; it's someone else's voice
I
dubbed
know.
over her.
I know.
Same with Hugh Jackman, though. You don't fucking do nothing.
So Hugh Jackman actually had skin cancer.
He's Australian. It's 50-50.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
Simon? He had skin cancer, I think, on his nose.
Yes.
And he had to get obviously get it removed and stuff. And then he had 80 stitches on his nose
What
or
the
something.
fuck?
Yeah, and they told him don't sing, you can't perform and stuff.
This is the sort of thing that I'd do. I'd go to the doctor and say, "Listen, I've got this gig, right? And they want me to sing. It's a musical, but I can't fucking sing. I really don't want to do it." They're like, "Don't worry, I'll write you a note. I'll say that you've got skin cancer. I'm going to tell you not to sing." And then he
Get
gets out of it.
it.
Yeah,
to get out of
'cause
it.
it's-
But he didn't get out of it. He sang.
Well,
he
he
said,
did.
"Oh, fuck the bloody doctors. What do they bloody know?" He downed a VB long neck and he went up and he sang.
Yeah. But he'd been wanting to make this movie apparently for 7 years. He wanted to do this for a very long time. So
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
think
dream project.
a dream
of his.
project of his. He did not want to get out of it in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, so we got the scene with Queen Vicky. They crack a joke, and then they go to see Jenny Lind perform. or
he had
something.
never heard her sing before, and he was just like, "Yeah, let's fucking go."
Yeah. Well, she had the reputation of she was
Once again, hiring somebody without actually knowing anything about them.
well, he'd done that.
She was
with all
like
his-
one of the most famous people in Europe. She was massive at the time, and she only became more popular because of P.T. Barnum.
Mm.
But he had never heard her. I believe that's real as well. That was reality.
Probably.
And he hires her for a single performance, a special show. He hides away
With the
all
wife.
of the friends.
Wife in the crowd with the daughters up in a box,
Yeah.
front row, sort of a really good seats. And then
Best seats in the house.
best seats in the house. And then he makes his quote unquote
Family.
family stand. Doesn't even give him seats.
Yeah, go stand at the back. I don't want anyone seeing you because it would just become a circus, and people would be pointing and laughing at them, and like it'd be raucous. When this is supposed to be like highbrow entertainment, an opera singer.
But I just still get the impression that he's not. This is where it's coming out that he's just a bit of a prick.
Yeah,
because
he's changing.
You could put them in seating away from everybody else, and where they want to meet in the after party, and they're wanting to meet people.
Yeah,
he has the opportunity to say these are real people too.
Yeah,
they're no different. They're lovely people.
But he just shuts the door on them and say, people won't pay to see you if you're just walking around in public.
These people wouldn't pay to see them anyway. They're the kind of people
do literally pay to see them.
Oh.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point of the show.
Yeah.
No, I know, but those particular people, they probably wouldn't bother going.
Well, there's all sorts, right? There's like the bearded lady, there's a tattoo person, there's the Siamese, the conjoined twins.
Yeah, you get to see all of them. Maybe you don't care about the tattooed guys, just go with tattoos. Go down to Weatherspoons, you'll see half a dozen of them.
But now, yeah.
He could have been like, this is a nice opportunity for everybody to sort of get to know each other.
Get to know them, yeah.
And
but this is him becoming a snob.
Yes, he's a snob. And he takes this opportunity as well to invite Charity's parents, who she hadn't spoken to, or they hadn't seen their grandchildren, because...
I don't know if he invited them, because he was pretty fucking shocked when they showed up.
Yeah, they were just the snobby upper class people who were going to see that show anyway, and were probably allowed into the VIP. Well, no, they were probably going to go watch it anyway, because it's a high class thing to do, to go to the theater and shit. So they were probably going to end up there anyway, and then he noticed them, or she noticed them, or something, and then.
So her parents haven't even fucking met their grandchildren.
That's fucked. That is so fucked. Hadn't even met them.
They were shit to him. They were pieces of shit to him.
Shit.
So it's like, she did right. She was
not that they did anything wrong. The fact that her parents still at that point didn't even go, yeah, we were shit to you, but like, you've got kids. Let me meet the kids. So
they kind of doubled down on it.
Oh, they definitely did. Yeah.
And so he takes this opportunity to try and humiliate them by saying, "Look, I'm a rich bastard now. Fuck you.
I've made something of myself, like you didn't believe I would." And
really, that just embarrasses him. To be fair, that's more of a reflection on him.
Yeah.
He's just a piece of shit. And what's his face? Zac Efron's character is holding hands with Zendaya, and his parents see?
I think that's his parents.
We're zooming ahead a little bit.
No,
he starts holding her hand there, and then he goes like, he takes his hand away and walks off
because the stuffy white parents like see him standing amongst the troop of the circus people, and they're like, what the fuck, man?
But he tries to make it up to her by going to the theatre with her later.
Yeah.
We've missed the songs. So there's
don't bring up the songs.
It's a fucking musical.
Oh, the song
we have to talk about the songs. So there's Never Enough, which is the one that Rebecca Ferguson doesn't sing.
Yeah. Well, and then
it's strange having someone else's voice come out of her mouth.
It looked very convincing, though. Like, so props, I guess. But you're talking about the This Is Me song, the one where where he shuts the door on their face. Yeah.
I'm talking about Never Enough, the one that she sings.
Yeah, no, she sings that, which is a lovely song.
Which is a bad song.
What?
Oh.
Well, it sounds good. I don't. What's
It's a bad song.
What's wrong with the song?
It's a terrible song.
Okay.
I don't like it at all. I thought it was terrible.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
So, who was it who sang the song? It was someone who came like joint 13th in The Voice or something.
Lauren Alred, her name is.
I wrote down that, this lady's an opera singer, didn't they say? She's an opera singer.
Opera.
But she's not singing any opera, that's just singing.
It's not opera.
That's not.
Very contemporary music.
It just threw me. It really threw me. I didn't think the song was very strong. It wasn't an opera song, and it wasn't the actress singing it. There was just so many things that were just like off about it.
Yeah.
But then we have the gayest song so far is "This Is Me" that comes up when the friends aren't allowed into the party.
I like that
and they
song.
just start singing and dancing in the streets.
I like that song. That song is like I don't know.
It starts off sad, and then it becomes like hopeful, and then they're talking about being proud and being who you are, and it's the gayest of all the songs. There's no subtlety at all with it, and everybody like watching it is they're loving it. They're thinking this is the best thing ever.
I like it because like the dancing was really nice. This is the one that
Kesha covered.
What?
It's on the soundtrack, right?
What?
How do you not know that? I thought you listened to the soundtrack.
Yeah, her name, it says Kiela Settle and the Greatest Showman Ensemble. That's all.
For This Is Me.
Yes. I don't see.
Is it This
Kesha
Is Me?
anywhere?
Am I looking at is this the wrong song?
You might be
Hang
thinking
on.
of something else.
Kesha, This Is Me from the Greatest Showman soundtrack.
No.
It's literally on the soundtrack.
What? No.
I thought you listened to the soundtrack on Spotify.
I do, and this is what? It doesn't say her name in Spotify. It just says Kiela Settle and the Greatest Showman Ensemble, number 7, which almost has.
Yeah, but that's the song that's in the actual film. But then I think the credits maybe, or at least on the soundtrack, there's the cover of it.
Oh, I don't bloody know. Who gives a shit?
Okay.
I
thought you were like, oh yeah, I loved it. Kesha's fantastic. It's a great version of it. You've probably never even heard it.
Maybe not. I don't really. Yeah.
Fuck.
What?
Okay.
Kesha's all right. Like, yeah.
You're gonna have to listen to that version of it then.
I'll listen
See
to
if
it
you like
after.
it.
Yeah. I'll see if I've heard it
That
before.
surprises me. That really surprises me.
I've heard all the other songs, like, quite a few times. Because I think they're bangers.
Some of them are.
Some of them are bangers, yeah.
Some of them are.
So we get the scene where he like takes it to the theater, and then I think he runs into his parents again, and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing with the help?" And then yeah,
she runs off and he has to
because she's African American.
Yeah, yeah. She runs off. Does the quickest fucking like outfit change in the world. Ends up back at the circus, and she's getting ready to like practice her. She does trapezing with her brother.
Zac Efron says, "I know you want me," and in my notes I said, "I want to puke."
Yeah, it was.
But then begins the best song in the whole fucking musical. Rewrite the Stars. And I was like, oh, okay.
I like it, but I don't think it's the best one. But I think you're right. I think a lot of people do like that one. It's got a lot of listens. It seems popular.
It's a banger. And it's off the back of such a like Jesus, just the racism, the Zac Efron being cringe.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And they're like going around, whizzing around in the air, going around in circles.
Yeah. There was because there was a scene when him and Zendaya, when he first sees her and she does that really slow motion, trapeze thing where she points in his face, and he's that's their meet cute. Yeah, I guess.
He instantly falls in love with her.
He immediately, just falls in love with her. But she says when they have their slight interaction at the beginning, where she says to him, "Everyone's got an act, And I said, that's so deep. She's saying he puts on an act for the stuffy snob.
I love that. That's so good.
I was like, oh damn, she can see right through him.
And I'm glad you brought that up because we'll get to that. When we're done finished about the film.
Yeah,
talking about the film. So Barnum, he was sad because he was poor, and his wife could never understand because she came from wealth. and Jenny Lind, the Swedish Nightingale, she used to be poor, and now she's popular, and she's a performer like Barnum is.
But she's also
and
a
his wife doesn't
philanthropist.
understand him. And anyway, he says goodbye to his wife, and he goes on tour with her for like a year and a half.
I love that. Wait, is it actually a year and a half?
I think something like that.
Holy shit. I love that his like children are screaming after the car, running down the stairs. He can see them, and he does not give a flying fuck. But before that, he's like, I'm doing this for the kids. I'm just like, wow, you are a asshole, my guy. You are a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, this guy's shit.
We have another number, Tightrope, which was Michelle Williams singing that one.
She was singing that one. Yeah, that's interesting.
Not a good song. Not a good song.
It's all right.
Did not like that at all. There's, the girls performing on stage doing ballet or whatever. She looks sad because he's not in the audience watching her. He's missing them. He's missing his daughters growing up because he's off on tour around the United States. But he's there watching Jenny Lind perform at the opera, and he's like clapping her and admiring her. And, roses are being thrown on stage.
The whole thing about that situation bothered me because it, in the beginning, he's like, oh, yeah, people are different. I want to showcase the different people and how we're all the same. We're just humans at the end of the day. We need to be kinder to each other, accept each other, but also like there's a spectacle element of there, in there. But then he like leans into the whole,
touring with the beautiful singer.
Well, yeah, he made, I think there was like a line at some point that said like, I want to be more than just the spectacle, someone who just puts a spectacle on and all this shit. Like I want to be taken more seriously and stuff. So it just like really solidified the whole, you didn't really want to do this because you wanted different people to be more respected or more like accepted.
He just wanted to be rich.
Yeah, he just wanted to be rich.
Yeah.
And his wife
much.
just wanted to be happy, and he didn't have that same thing. And then Jenny Lind makes a pass at him because she thinks that he feels the same, because it looks like he fucking does, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, no, all right, I'm off. And then he just fucking goes home, and she quits because that night she's having a sing on stage. And at the end of the performance, she kisses him, and of course, paparazzi'd.
All the fucking camera flashes go off. They've all got it.
Even though the
front page.
Even though it was a drawing on the front page, but sure.
Yeah, which is a bit weird.
But it's fine, and is obviously that's made it to his wife before he even does that news. And she's packed her bags, and she is off to live with her parents. The house is being repossessed some fucking reason.
Well, it's a big fucking house, and he's not there, and like she's probably not taking care of shit, I guess. She's like, oh, they've repossessed the house, and
it was set up that he needed the tour to keep going for like 50 or 60 shows or whatever in order to break even.
Yeah, no, 41. Yeah, Zac Efron said,
right, 41.
You won't break even until 40, and then Hugh Jackman's like, 41, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was true. And a reminder, he did make the equivalent of $20 million off of this tour.
What?
In real life.
What? Wait, what?
And Jenny, the singer, made about 12, and she gave it all to charity, setting up like schools in Sweden.
What a
not to charity the wife, to actual charity.
To actual
Can
charity.
you imagine?
Hugh Jackman, P.T. Barnum gave it to charity, his wife, and she gave it to charity to set up schools.
Wow, what a fucking queen. Holy shit.
There was a law that was passed in Sweden that every district needed a school, and a load of places didn't have schools, and suddenly they were like, oh fuck, we're gonna have to build a school or convert one of our buildings into a school, and that all cost money, and she poured money into it.
Wow.
So that all these new schools popped up across the country.
What a queen. That's actually
Swedes
Amongst
are
other things.
amazing.
Yeah,
Something
man.
about Scandinavians that are just so philanthropic in a lot of ways.
So she's not the kind of woman that smooches a married man and all this bullshit.
Right, yeah, which is kind of weird character assassination, but whatever.
She ended the tour because he was being like really weird about promoting and publicizing it and turning it into a bit of a spectacle. And
Well, no,
and
she
just
ended it
found
because
gross.
Oh, this is real life.
Yeah, in real life.
You need to distinguish what when you're saying, because I'm like, no, in the
Why did it say she didn't end it because she didn't kiss him?
Well,
That was not real.
Right.
None of that was real.
yeah.
Oh, we're missing the scene where they the family are really like the Avengers when they're fighting the locals and they're all using their superpowers. That scene was brilliant.
Oh my god, you're right. I totally forgot. So
Because this
yeah, the hecklers,
so
the hooligans, the ones who don't like them, want them to leave and stuff. You know, Hugh Jackman left Zac Efron in charge as the ringleader and stuff. They just started brawling. You know, because they were like this.
the fat guy uses his belly to push someone away.
Yeah, one person just.
The acrobats are all doing acrobatic shit.
Yeah, it was insane. But you're right.
The man with tattoos didn't do anything as far as like, what can you do if you got tattoos? The bearded lady suffocated someone with a beard,
tattoos would be
choked him on it.
tattoos would be a really cool idea for a superhero because the tattoos on their body could be weapons. Like, oh, I picked.
I'm pretty sure there are tattooed superheroes
Oh,
where
is
like,
that
the
what they?
tattoos come to life or whatever.
Oh, okay, then ignore me. But I don't know who that
Yeah.
is. But that's the cool thing if that is the case. So one of the buildings actually did burn down while they were filming The Greatest Showman, and it wasn't the
Yeah.
not
When they were filming this scene where the place is burnt down,
yeah.
the museum, the actual set did burn down, and they filmed it, and they used footage of it in the film, apparently.
Well, you know, why not? I guess.
That's just clever. That's just budget. Like that's budgeting for you.
Yeah.
five of the extras were retired volunteer firemen, and they
That is amazing.
they managed to kept the fire from spreading too much until the real active fire service arrived.
Wow.
There were 150 people or so on set at the time,
Wow.
so
Heroes.
it could have gone very,
Yeah.
very badly, but no one was even injured.
Heroes, man. That's heroic as fuck.
Heroes, thank you for your service. Salute.
Salutes, claps.
Should we
Yeah, let's applaud.
applaud for the fire service?
Can always count on Booth.
So the entire set was written off, including $300,000 worth of lighting. That was just gone.
Ooh, really?
Fucking gone. But at least it did sort of, look like an actual real fire, because it was. And they did, luckily the cameras kept rolling to capture it. You have to in these situations, right?
Mm.
Yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. Of course, in real life, this isn't what happened.
Okay.
The actual fire happened like years later.
Oh.
It was over a decade later, the actual fire, and this was the fire that had the two whales that boiled to death.
What? They had whales?
He had two whales
Where the
at the
fuck
show,
was he keeping
and
all these animals?
they fucking boiled to death in the fire.
This is the
Which is,
worst
like,
thing I've ever heard.
What the fuck?
Insane. Absolutely insane.
That is
Oh,
insane.
So it's around, I think it's about 1851. If the tour's just ended, it's 1851 in the film.
Okay.
And it was 14 years later when the fire happened.
Jeez.
So they fudged that a bit.
And old blokey Zac Efron was injured in the film, but he wasn't in real life.
He shouldn't have run into the fucking building. He's trying to find Zendaya.
Yeah.
He runs inside. Zendaya's like, "Hey, where's he going?"
and then Hugh Jackman has to go. I better bloody go and sort this out. Then
Yeah, he goes in.
He's already lost his family. He's not gonna bloody lose his mate.
His little boy toy.
So to summarize this, there's a fire that didn't happen for another 14 years.
What happens
and
in the
a
film?
fictional character runs into the building to save another fictional character that he thinks is inside. And then P.T. Barnum runs in after him.
And then Zendaya's sad. And she...
Zac Efron's in hospital.
Yeah. And I forget what happens. They sing a song
She holds
about
his
stuff.
hand. Hugh Jackman is very sad in a bar, wallowing.
He's lost his show. He's lost his wife. He's lost his
house,
money.
His money. No, not his money.
Well, his money's all tied into the business, and he needed the tour to continue to make the money back.
Oh, but then
in the film.
everybody say, like, we'll help you rebuild it?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, and he goes, like, we just need a tent.
The friends say that they literally do say that it's about family.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We're a
That's
family.
why I said it at the end. I said they all said we're a family. Like, don't worry about it. We'll do this together. Blah blah blah.
Then there's another. There's one of the worst songs plays. It's like a sort of like a country music westerny kind of thing.
Oh,
with a
from
banjo
now
playing.
on,
Come back home, come back home, come back home.
I
It's that
like the
one.
dancing though. The dancing was fun.
There's a lot of dancing. It's pretty pog.
Yeah, the dancing was fun. There was a lot of really talented dancers in it.
Hugh Jackman does a bit of a dance with his friends. He's full of spunk again, and he just runs
Full of cum.
out into the street. He jumps on the back of a computer generated train
Oh, that train.
through a computer generated city, and he goes back to his wife's parents' house. They're like, she's not here, and then the kids are on the stairs, and they're like, she's at the beach. He goes to the beach, and he sings to his wife and makes her happy, and then they're back together.
Yeah, she's very, very easily persuaded. Doesn't.
And that's the reprise of the Million whatever song.
Yeah, Million
right?
Dreams. Like
Million
back
Dreams,
to roots,
yeah.
back to basics. Like we were two kids. The two kids on
Yeah.
the beach. We're pretty.
Aw.
Yeah, we're having to start from the ground up again, basically.
And then he decides, you know what? I'm not going to waste this again. I'm going to make Zac Efron be the ringleader of this circus because they've got the tent now. This is where they're going to just like, it can buy
So
it
they
for
need
cheap.
it. They don't need building. They got
They don't
tent.
need building, they got tent. And he says, Zach, you can be the ringleader now. Imaginary person, you can be the ringleader because I'm going to go and spend some time with my kids. I'm going to watch them grow up.
Even though
Aw.
Even though he literally said, people come to see you and your ideas. And he's
Yeah.
like, I don't give
Yeah.
a shit anymore. I'm just going to leave. He's just going to leave his, in inverted commas, family once again because he just can't be fucked.
Yeah, it just
Well,
wants.
there is fake family. His real family is his wife and daughters.
Yeah,
And he goes to like the ballet, and the kids are dancing.
And one of his
it turns
other
out that one of the daughters is a fucking birch tree. The
She's
face
very
just sticking
happy.
out.
She's
Yeah.
really happy about it, though, you know.
So
what was the
funny.
message there? Like, not everyone
I
is meant to be.
don't know. Some people are meant to be a tree.
I was like, what is the
Fucking hell.
message here? Like, some people are going to be special in life, and other people are just. It's okay if you're a background character and a tree or something.
Yeah, it's okay to be a tree. Some people are just born
Honestly,
to be
that's,
trees.
That's quite inspirational.
It is.
It's kind of
in a way.
true,
You can be
though.
a tree if you want it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, that's the end of the film. Yeah, that's how it wraps
we
up.
made it.
We made it.
We did it, everyone. We did it.
I thought you both would be a lot more scathing in your
You
commentary.
don't think Booth is being scathing?
Not really.
I-
She was like a lot harsher about heat.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
But
yeah, she
I really,
fucking hated that.
you know, I like G, and I don't want to. I wouldn't want to upset her.
No, but like as much as I like, I like the film, but like, just be honest, it doesn't bother me. Truly,
Do you
like,
want to know what I rated this?
Yeah, what did you rate it?
Zero.
Okay, final.
A 0.
A 0 out of 10.
That's
Final.
final
Look,
thoughts. Yeah,
come
yeah.
on, we got to stick to the format.
All right.
Final thoughts and rating. Booth, go first.
0 out of 10. It made me feel quite unwell. I forgot everything. It was like watching an advert the whole way through. None of it was real. I didn't feel connected to any of the characters. I didn't think it was any way fun, endearing. I didn't think it was interesting in any way. So it gets a 0 from me.
0. Is there anything good about the film that you can say?
Yeah, just one good thing.
Because if there is, then it doesn't deserve a 0.
No, you can still say one nice thing and still have a 0.
I like the zebras, even though they were just painted
horses. Yeah.
But yeah, literally nothing that redeems it. I would rather
Jesus
watch
Christ.
Cats, the new Cats, again.
Oh my
than
God.
this.
Wow, that's
My God.
that's insane.
Because
that's
at
kind
least
of
I
insane.
can jam out
Booth.
to the songs in that. And there's Ian McKellen trying to lap at some water. It's really funny.
Ugh.
Oh, do we? I think we need to put Cats on the list.
No, we don't need to put Cats on the list.
I haven't seen it, and I feel like
You can watch in your own time, G.
Yeah, just watch it in your own fucking time.
Get your friends together, get your friends round, have a little Cats party.
Saying that though, you should have added a new film onto the list, and the musical category is free now.
Mm-hmm.
No,
So
it doesn't have to be musical, and like
It doesn't have to.
it doesn't
be.
have to
True.
be. We established that we can just do. I feel like we should just do whatever, because like I'm
Yeah.
not
different
gonna
genres.
I'm not
I want
gonna
them to be
have.
different genres.
Sure.
There can be some crossover,
Okay.
right? So you can have two kind of spooky movies that kind of could be qualified as horror, but one's more sci-fi or something.
I think
so
as
there's some
long as
variety.
you've got some variation of some stuff, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
it wouldn't be fair if I was picking 6 horror films from the 80s. That's no fun. So
Well, that is fun,
That is
but
it's pretty fun in a different way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you know, it
yeah.
makes it less fun for rolling the dice.
yeah.
Okay.
But what did you think of The Greatest Showman before we get onto that, Simon?
I thought I would absolutely hate it, and I didn't. I didn't think it was a terrible movie. I didn't like the deviations from reality.
Mm.
A lot of the musical numbers I thought were really bad, or just didn't gel with me at all.
Mhm.
Some of them though I thought were pretty good. I did really like the actual story, the pacing, the screenplay was good. The editing was very good
There was some really good
with
transitions.
like montages.
Yeah,
and stuff.
montages and transitions I found at various points were actually like well done.
I think it told the story very well, even though it was like fictionalized version of Barnum's life. And Rebecca Ferguson was in it, so I gave it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was, fine, a fine film, not a good film, a fine film.
Nice.
6 out of 10.
Nice.
Cool. What about you, G?
Rating.
I would give it probably I mean, you know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So the rating, I would say 5.
Cool.
What?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
You gave it less than I gave it.
Yeah.
That's allowed, Simon.
What the fuck?
Like I said, it's a fast food movie. It's got some
Absolutely.
I
bangers.
can't believe it.
This-
What the fuck?
What? It's an it's an average, if not like
It's
a slightly
film, yeah.
above average film. It's a very...
I can't believe this. I can't believe you've done this to me.
What? It's like...
This is hilarious.
I'm so fucking annoyed at you. I'm so annoyed that you've done this. 5 out of 10. Did you
Brilliant.
say that because I gave it 6?
No.
And you're like, I'm going to give it 1 less than Simon.
No,
gave it.
I was like between a 5 and a 6. I feel like it's just between a 5 and a 6, okay? It's between a 5 and a 6.
5.5.
Yeah, a
There you go.
5.5.
5.5.
Are you
sure.
happy?
No.
Okay. All right, well, I have a couple questions. Quick fire questions. Okay, well, here's a statement first. Flop or success, 84 million budget, 435 million box office, which is insane.
It was a success.
It was a great success.
It was the greatest success.
A greatest success.
Jesus.
My first question is, if you guys were going to be in the circus, what would your act be?
Bearded lady.
Everyone's got an act, Zendaya said.
Yeah.
Everyone's got an act.
So
Yeah.
what would it be?
Simon would dig holes, 100%. Be digging holes, singing his little song.
I'm the diggy diggy hole man.
And it'd also be like a lion tamer, but just with his cats.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
With a
I'm just
tiny
covered
little-
in scars.
Tiny little chair, trying to fend him off. Trying to put your head in the mouth, but it doesn't really
It
work. so
doesn't
you
really
put your
work. Yeah.
finger in the
No.
mouth.
Booth gives me like a Snow White, like can perform with animals type performance.
Disney princess. Birds land on her.
Yeah. Birds
I would love
perform.
to be. I would love to be a contortionist. I think
That'd
that'd
be
be pretty
God.
fun. I just like. I'm small enough, and I've got hypermobility in my joints anyway, so I could probably squash myself into a box. Dead easy.
Yeah.
So you don't have claustrophobia then, if you're saying that.
I do,
Oh,
but if
Oh.
I'm making money off it, then I
No.
could probably deal.
oh wow.
I
mean,
walk in.
wouldn't that add to the act? As me going,
She's just screaming in the box.
I walk into the middle of the ring. I start digging a hole. I hit something. I pull out a little box
It's Booth.
that was buried. I open the box. Booth flops out of it, gasping for air, crying.
Oh Jesus. Oh god.
What is your act, G? What is your act?
Juggling plates, maybe? Like the spinning of
Yeah.
Can
plates.
you juggle?
Yeah, a little bit.
I can definitely see
Oh.
G as one of those, like the world's strongest woman.
Oh, Pog.
Like she'd have the old school dumbbells, like the round ones, and she'd have
Mhm.
a leopard print leotard on, and she'd be just lifting shit.
That is, yeah, I'd love that. That or like the spinning of plates.
Both at the same time.
both
I
at
think
the
you
same
could do.
time. Yeah, that's a good shout. And then
You got muscly arms, right? You
No,
got muscly arms.
got fucking
You
noodle
got
arms, bro.
Big muscles.
All
Big
the powers in
swole
the
arms.
No, I
got all the power in the thighs.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Boof.
Crushing watermelons between your thighs.
Yes. Boof gets it.
Can I do the ping pong ball trick?
Oh no! No!
Oh jeez.
That's not the thighs.
I wonder how
Jesus Christ.
I wonder what the technique is with that. Do you think they have to like go fast and hard to like pop it out at like a high velocity?
No.
You've got to go fast and hard, yeah?
No, like you know when you do like what is it, Kegels?
Kegels,
Kegels in the gym, you gotta like, up, down, up, down.
Man, pelvic floor is just going
It's
to be...
important.
It is. And the final question before we quickly do the movie selection and whatnot is: could it be a video game?
No.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay.
I think it could make a good rhythm game if it's like a musical and
Oh yeah.
and imagine like the knife throwing bit, you have to like tap the thing at the right time, otherwise you fucking cut someone's face off.
Do you remember in schools you'd get those little circus games that were like learning games? They'd be like,
I do remember this. I do remember. I think it was Mr. Hughes. We tied him to a spinning wheel.
you tied your teacher to a spinning wheel.
Yeah, and we threw knives at him.
I was talking about a video game
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry.
You were talking about you actually decided to punish your teacher by.
Well, it wasn't a pun. I think it was a kink, actually.
Oh, okay.
I think he was kind of
Well,
into
there was video games on like the BBC Micro, and it was like you've got to
Right, Grandad.
yeah, you've got to like measure the weights so the tightrope walker can stay balanced on the rope, and there was ones like with little seals spinning balls on the noses, and I think it would be like something like that, like an educational circus game.
From 30 years ago.
From I think we're probably approaching 40 or 50 years ago now, Simon.
Yeah,
Jeez,
Simon.
50. It would all be. No, I don't think that long ago. Jesus.
I mean, honestly, it could work. Imagine maybe like a GTA style, like open world role playing. You know, your PT Barnum, and you're like, or like a Ubisoft.
Punch a guy and steal his elephant.
PTA.
Yeah,
It's a GTA.
like a GTA or a Ubisoft game. Like a, open world. You got to find,
Right.
you got to go and talk to, you find the bearded lady, and she's like, yeah, I'll join your troop if you like go and fetch my my shaving
fetch
cream.
quest.
Yeah, like fetch quest shit.
Saints Row. It's Saints Row. You're getting the gang back together.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing.
It could possibly work like that, I think. But yeah, that is our discussion on The Greatest Showman.
Oh.
It's
Next question
over.
for you, G.
Yeah.
What have you replaced it with on your list?
I have replaced 2 films on my list, and I think you guys might actually be happy.
Okay.
All right.
Couldn't be more happy that this is over.
So, what has replaced The Greatest Showman?
So I've replaced The Greatest Showman with Sea of Love.
Ooh.
What?
It is
fuck
a Al Pacino film, the 1989 neo-noir thriller film. And it's got Al Pacino. Noir. Sorry, I'm far too Australian to pronounce that correctly. And it's about a troubled New York detective who investigates a serial killer who finds victims using personal ads in a
This film.
in a magazine and leaves the song "Sea of Love" playing at the crime scene.
Oh my god.
So
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds great. She got a great ass.
ass. So there you
What do
go.
you got?
There you go. I thought I'd make you happy, and I have.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. And I've removed,
For help.
Yep. I've
Oh,
removed
thank God.
it because I know you probably just did not want
God.
that there. And I have replaced it with John Carpenter's "They Live."
Yay!
Oh shit!
Let's go, bitches!
There you go.
Oh my god!
You're welcome.
Thanks, G.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Redeemed. Redeemed.
So we've got The Fly, John Carpenter's "They Live," Rambo: First Blood,
Yeah.
The Prestige, and Sea of Love.
You got 3 sci-fi movies on that.
That's
But
fine.
well, I mean, you don't have to. You're not really sci-fi, but yeah.
It
That's
doesn't
good.
matter. It's fine.
They're all quite different.
What's on my list? I haven't changed anything, I think. Daydream of the Hidden, Brian and Charles, American Movie, Kung Pao, and Cemetery Man.
Mm-hmm.
Simon is in
still
the
got-
running this week because
Yeah.
Yep.
he's back in, baby.
I've had to replace The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension, which was a real hit film. That
we
one.
loved it.
I've replaced that with. I'm interested to see if Booth knows this. It's a film from 2010. It's called Who Killed Captain Alex?
It rings a bell?
It's
haven't-
Uganda's first action movie.
Oh, that. Yeah.
It's on
Yes.
YouTube.
Excellent.
It's a few memes were born from this very low budget action movie
Is that
with
the-
just
Why are you running? Why are you running? Meme, or is that a different thing?
I think that's a different one, but we'll
Dude,
this-
maybe we'll see.
This has insane
Fantastic
ratings.
choice.
What the?
It's very short as well.
It's an hour and 14.
So I've still got My Fair Lady. I've got Black Dynamite, Extro, Who Killed Captain Alex, Krull, and Dead Again on my list. So, oh Jesus Christ, it's time for the roll.
Time
Let's,
to
let's
roll.
Time to
get
roll.
the dice roller up. Oh my god, this is it's always nerve-wracking.
It
I don't know why
is.
it shouldn't be nerve-wracking really, but
It is though. I don't know why.
so our first roll is what number on the list of each of our lists this is to narrow it down to one film on each of our curated lists, and we have 6. So Dead Again, They Live, or Cemetery Man. Okay.
Ooh.
That's I think I'm going to be happy with any of this.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Thriller, sci-fi, and horror movie. Okay, so a 1 or a 2 will be Dead Again. A 3 or a 4 will be They Live. A 5 or a 6 will be Cemetery Man. Let's see what we get. What do we get? We got 1. That's me. That's Dead Again.
Hey!
That's Dead Again. We're going to be watching Kenneth Branagh and Emma Thompson.
Damn.
In a hot, steamy thriller. I don't know if it's that hot or steamy.
I haven't seen this, so
I remember this very fondly. It's Andy Garcia's in it, Derek Jacobi, Robin Williams. They're all like supporting roles, but it's got a hell of a cast.
Oh yeah, Campbell
got a lot of
Scott. Damn.
yeah.
Kenneth Branagh directed it as well.
It's got Miriam Margolyes in it.
Oh, Miriam
credited.
Margolyes is based. Love her.
Maybe one of the reasons I like this is because it reminds me of the Dream Theater concept album, Metropolis Part 2, Scenes from a Memory.
I'm excited to find out why that invokes that particular memory in the next episode.
Good.
Oh, this is exciting! Yay!
Holy shit. I didn't think I would win. I don't know why. It's just random, isn't it? It's just I thought it'd just be G again. I thought we were stuck in the pattern of it being GG, Sophie, Simon, Simon.
Yeah,
GG, Sophie, Simon, Simon, forever.
Well,
Ever and ever.
I like the lists. The lists they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Now that I've like fine-tuned mine a little bit so I don't torture you guys with the help and Greatest Showman, which is already happened.
I don't want you to tone down films that you really like, that even if you think that we won't like them, you should still stay true to what your tastes are.
Yeah, like I've decided to like make an extended list where I'm gonna add more and more to it. Like I've put Tomb Raider on there, like the first, the Angelina Jolie one. So I'm gonna
Homina.
Yeah, so I'm like adding more and more stuff to that list, and then when I feel like maybe obviously when I get picked or whatever, I'll like change stuff out. So I'm still sticking true, but I don't want to torture you guys too much. But I will.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
we're both just like
in
you,
unison.
G.
Thank you.
Thank you, G.
That is it for episode
8.
Episode 7. Episode 7, this was. Of course, if you want bonus content, you can check out our Patreon. You get episodes a week early as well. And there's some other stuff too that I can't remember right
We'll
now.
put our notes on there.
Shouting out the Giga Yompers as a thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
The podcast is officially live on Amazon, Google, Spotify. We have a YouTube channel for it for those of you who listen to your podcast on YouTube because you pay for YouTube Premium. But yeah, we have the Patreon that is officially live as well. The podcasts are releasing. So if you want to support us over on the Patreon, that'd be pretty cool. There are 3 tiers, £3, £10, and £25.
We should really name the tiers after us. I'm the bottom tier. The
No.
mid-tier, £25 tier is Simon. Just to
I think that sounds fair.
Nice.
Hell, Simon. And the Giga Yomper is like executive, what's it called? Executive producer. So you get like a cheeky shout out at the end of our episode.
Anyway, see you next time, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye. You've been listening to YOMP, a podcast. Peacocks.
Got to do it in a Welsh accent.
Peacocks. Hello, Simon. Peacocks.
There you go.
Lovely.
Hello, thank you so much for listening to this episode of YOMP. I'm here right now to thank the Giga Yompers of the Patreon members who are doing us the honour of being the highest tier on Patreon. You too can join this tier, but you can just join any tier, or you just don't have to. I don't mind. I'm not gonna tell you off. I just appreciate you listening to us natter on about stuff. So, without further ado, thank you so much, Sleepy Deej. Thank you so much, Cara Jackson. Thank you, Scott5877. Thank you very much, Kyle. Thank you, Cornelius Vander. Thank you to I Am a Robot 012C. Thank you, Look33. And thank you, Enki13. You guys are just really all-round cool and awesome, and we appreciate you to no end. Thank you so much once again for listening. I'll see you next week.